with that, we'll get this kicked off here. Thank you guys all for coming. It's been about 3 months now. Our 3-month anniversary was on the 19th. It's been a wild ride, as we all know. And every time we do one of these, it's just constantly something new and exciting. And it's been awesome. And everybody in our community is great. We couldn't do any of this without you guys, so we really appreciate everything that you do for us in the community. It's our whole mission statement. Our mission to the moon begins with you guys, and it's true. So can't thank you enough. Jeff and I just really appreciate all the support from you guys, and we're going to need it here coming up because it's going to get pretty busy here with the Baby Apollo coin coming up and some of the things we're going to talk about today. So moving on here real quick, just a little quick overview of the agenda. We're going to be talking about the Stellar Series NFTs, which is going to be headed by Jeff here. He's got a lot to share with you guys, and it's really exciting. Something that I've been excited. I wanted to share with you guys as soon as I saw what he's going to show you, and I'm like, we got to get this out there. And he's like, just hold on, pump the brakes. Let's do this on the AMA. So then we'll also be discussing staking pools, as well as a Q&A at the end. We're going to be doing a token burn and giving away 3 whitelist spots to 3 viewers at the end here. So if you want to win a whitelist spot, stay till the end. You'll have a chance here. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty good chance. So we're just going to kick it off here. I'm going to hand over the reins to Jeff to start talking about some of the NFTs.
Thanks, Jeremy. A great intro there. Now, Stellar Series of NFTs, Jeremy and I are both super into space, and we're into games, VR, and so this NFT series is all of those passions combined. So we're starting out with the Founders Collection. The Founders Collection is 40 handcrafted NFTs, all designed by me, and they are basically there for the founders, you guys, the community, to get a piece of the action before the Universe Collection. So we're going to do the Founders Collection launching on April 2nd. It's on Magic Eden, and that's on the Solana network. It's a different blockchain, and so that can be confusing. Obviously, we're all into Binance Smart Chain. We're all Binance people here. So in order to make it easier, this week, we're going to be uploading a full guide that will show you how you can get Solana, how you can get a wallet to hold the NFTs. And there's a lot of practical uses for these NFTs that we're going to talk about today, actually. So again, that launches on the 2nd of April. So just coming up here in about 10 days. And the other half of the Stellar Series is the Universe Collection. Now, this is 2,960 randomly minted NFTs. So you get to it's like opening a pack of cards, right? Are you going to get the rare hologram version? That's what you're looking for. And this is going to be by whitelist. So I want to let everybody know that if you get a Founders Collection NFT, you're going to get a whitelist for the Universe Collection. And we're also going to be doing competitions. We're going to be on the Magic Eden Launchpad. That's the goal. And so we're shooting for a projected launch of the 30th of April for the Universe Collection. Now, that date may change because we're using Magic Eden as the launch pad. And so we're going to just confirm with them that date is going to work. And if not, we're going to let you know.
I just want to interject here real quick, too. We chose Magic Eden IO on recommendation from one of our supporters here and holders and the Solana network because there's a lot more eyes on that. And there's not really a great BSC launch pad yet. There is one in the Tofu network or Tofu, whatever it's called, but there's not a real strong, solid community built behind that. But there is in Magic Eden. So that's why we chose that. I just want to interject there real quick.
No, that is a great point, Jeremy. And a lot of you might be wondering, when or what are the prices? Like, how much are these NFTs going to cost? I just want to let everybody know that we're going to reveal that this Friday on Twitter through a Twitter Spaces AMA. So Saturday, excuse me. And so this Saturday, we're going to be doing an AMA specifically about the Stellar Series. And at that point, we're going to be telling you the specific Solana prices in Sol. Now, part of this series it requires promotion. And one of those vehicles, of course, is a website. So if you go to stellarseries.io, we've put together a website, and the website covers essentially, everything that you might want to know. So I like to describe this as stunning space vistas, right? It's scenes of space. But if you see, we're a proven team. We're KYC and docs. You know who we are. But the big thing that you might notice here on the website is this game integration. Hey, what is that about? So if you're interested to learn more about that, you're definitely going to want to be at our Twitter Spaces AMA on Saturday, because we're going to talk a lot more about that. And so we're going to be doing more AMAs. And down here we have a section. It's the VR and game integration. And so just one moment there. Okay. And so if we actually scroll through here, this is a VR demo of one of the NFTs. And in fact, in the Universe collection, all of your NFTs can be experienced in VR. And if you have a VR headset hooked up right now, you could click that VR button and you could actually experience what that's like. Now, this is nothing special in my opinion, but it is just a little smidgen, a little taste of what's to come with Stellar Series. It's way more than just NFTs. We've got utility baked in, and game integration is coming quicker than you think. All right. And so countdown to blast off. This is when the Founders Collection launches, April 2nd. We're about 10 days away. And we've been following a roadmap. And anybody that's been following along has basically seen the progress as we've created the collection, the Founders Collection. We've announced the Stellar Series. We've created the randomized collection of the Universe NFTs. And now we're marching along towards the stealth launch of the Founders Collection. And by stealth launch, it just means that it's basically for us, it's for the community, for the early people. And that's why there's 40 of them. There's not a lot, right? And so we're going to be spending time and money doing marketing and promotion for the Universe Collection, which is geared at a much wider audience. But the Founders Collection, it's for you. And so if you're interested in more of our roadmap, please do come check out the website. And we've definitely got a lot more in store, so the website's going to be updated. Now, in terms of what does this do for Apollo Coin? Okay, so there's a transaction tax. So if you sell your NFT, there's a 15% transaction tax, which mirrors, Apollo Coin. You got that 15%. So at a minimum, 2% of that's going to be used for a buyback and burn. Now, the other 13%, where does that go? Well, at the very least, it goes back into the dev marketing wallet for Apollo Coin. So that's used for us to develop or support and market our projects. But at our discretion, we're going to raise that amount, not past the 15%, but from that 2% being buyback and burn. We could do all 15%, 10%, whatever makes sense at the time. But we want to remain flexible. But we're also disclosing that, hey, there's that flat 15% tax. It's always going to be there. And in the in the NFT space, it's Twitter and Discord are the big places where there's NFT communities. So we do have a Discord, and we're definitely trying to push people there for the NFT stuff. They're definitely welcome on Telegram and our other social media avenues, but we are definitely going to be focusing on Discord when it comes to the Stellar Series. So if you haven't checked out our Discord yet, you can join the server. I recommend you do it. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces. And if you're already using Discord, you might as well. But that's about it for the website. I'm pretty stoked on the project, obviously, but I'm pretty close to it. Everybody that I've showed it to has had good feedback. There's been some people that we have within our community that are much more into NFTs, and we are consulting them on a regular basis.
That's great, Jeff. Like I said, I've been super excited to share that with you guys. As soon as he showed me the website, I knew he was working on it, but as some of you guys know, I went on vacation this last week and a half or so, and he sent it to me randomly one day, and I just like, oh my gosh, how do we get this out as soon as possible? But Now it's there. So you can go to stellarseries.io to go and view the website and learn a little bit more about it. Of course, the Twitter Spaces AMA on Saturday will provide some more insights on to pricing and everything there. So we'll create some posts about that and keep you guys all informed. We'll probably do it at about 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m. UTC. So same time that we're doing this here today, just on Saturday. So we also have another exciting announcement to make. It's something that you guys are already familiar with for the most part in terms of what we have to offer, but now we're adding in some additional branding to it. And that's to our multi-tiered rewards ecosystem. Now, we have dubbed it the Astroconomy. So kind of we put a fun little definition here together, right? Astro means stars, of the stars. Economy, is wealth management. There's multiple definitions of that, but so essentially it's the economy of the stars. But it's our multi-tiered rewards ecosystem. So, we want to let your trade expand to the stars. Now, the Astroconomy is the multi-tiered rewards ecosystem that consists of some self-generating items in there, like Apollo coin, baby Apollo coin, the BUSD rewards along with that, APX reflections, staking pools, and there's more to come along with that, like yield farms and whatnot when we have the decks and everything rolling. But there's going to be different ways to participate, of course, as I've just went through. Apollo coin is the main primary foundation. It's our hyperinflationary token that we started with. That's why most of you guys know about us right now, is Apollo coin. That's your introduction to our ecosystem. But it will also expand to baby Apollo coin here on April 9th. Hopefully with that pre-sale sells out there. So the launch will be April 9th, and that will pay 10% APX reflections based on the buy and sell volume. Now, another introduction here are the staking pools. Now, the staking pools are going to be crucial to this whole economy here, the Astro economy. Staking pools are going to consist of an APX pool where you'll be able to go and stake your Apollo coin, and a BAPX pool, which you'll be able to go and stake your baby Apollo coin. Now, when we're looking at percentages here and locking periods, I'll just start here with the Apollo coin. We have 5 different options here for locking periods, right? The first being open, with no locking. It's just free and fair use. You can just jump in and out whenever you'd like, but we do offer an attractive 15% APR there, which all these are going to reward in baby Apollo coin for now. So open first 15%, then a little 15-day, a 30-day, a 90-day, and an 180-day lock. With the 180-day lock, rewarding the highest APR of 75%. Now, that's the APR. The APY, the yield, is actually a bit higher than that based on the auto compounding there, but that's right around 90%. But for now, we're just releasing the APRs. It does reward BAPX, and there is a 10% early on staking fee. We're able to offer these longer term and higher APRs. So we want to create some incentive to do that, but also a little bit of a penalty for taking it out a little bit early. Now, the BAPX pool is going to also pay in baby Apollo coin. It's rewards slightly lower APRs, but there is a reason for that, which I'll cover here in a second. But you can see they range 10, 20, 30, 40, and 60% with a 180-day lock, the 60-day percent, or 60% for that same early on staking fee of 10%. Now, the reason why we want to incentivize a higher APX reward is because we want to incentivize folks to buy and hold Apollo coin. And that was the whole purpose of the baby Apollo coin anyways. It was to fuel the Apollo coin moon mission, right? From inception, we wanted to benefit Apollo coin. So everything the baby Apollo coin has is to the benefit of Apollo coin. So hence, you get 75% max by staking your Apollo coin to earn baby Apollo coin, and you get 60% max if you just stake your baby Apollo coin. So why wouldn't you have more Apollo coin, right? Exactly. So we will have Apollo coin reward pools coming up soon as well, to where you'll be able to stake Apollo coin and earn Apollo coin. But for now, we want to incentivize for baby Apollo coin here. Now, on the right side, of course, we've already touched on reflections as a big part of the Astroconomy, which, 9% BUSD rewards from Apollo Coin to Apollo Coin holders from buy and sell volume, which is actually going to increase to 10% once Baby Apollo Coin launches on April 9th. Now, Baby Apollo Coin is going to reward holders with 10% Apollo Coin reflections, and that, of course, is also based on buy and sell volume. Now, here's where it gets the multi-tiered rewards come into play. So when you hold Baby Apollo Coin, you're going to earn Apollo Coin, which creates a double dip, right? That's a double dip token because that's going to reward BUSD. Now, you can use your BUSD for whatever you want, right? You can cash it out, go get a nice dinner, or you can reinvest and buy more Apollo Coin or Baby Apollo Coin. But now you take your Baby Apollo Coin that you're holding, which is already rewarding you in Apollo Coin rewards, and then you go and stake your Baby Apollo Coin in this pool here. And whichever one you choose, I'm just going to go off the higher one. You start earning 60% based on what you stake for the yield. That's going to earn you more Baby Apollo Coin. Well, that's getting compounded in there. What does Baby Apollo Coin reward you in?
Baby Apollo Coin.
Or no, Apollo Coin.
Well, yeah, Apollo Coin.
It'll reward you Apollo Coin. So when you earn more, Baby Apollo Coin by staking, you're in effect earning more Apollo Coin. And then when you're earning more Apollo Coin, you are earning more BUSD. Now, what can you do with your Apollo Coin? Well, you can go and stake it in this nice Apollo Coin pool, which rewards Baby Apollo Coin. So now I'm earning more Apollo Coin, and I'm going to go stake it in the Apollo Coin pool, and that's going to earn me more Baby Apollo Coin, which I'm going to stake for more Baby Apollo Coin, and that's going to reward me more Apollo Coin, which is all rewarding me more BUSD. It's getting confusing now because there's multiple layers to this whole thing. It's just exciting, but you're going to have multiple staking options, multiple ways to earn passive income, which
that's something to do.
Exactly. That's the whole point of the Astroconomy. It's a self-generating rewards ecosystem with multiple tiers there. And in the future, we're going to be, of course, offering yield farms, which for those who aren't super familiar with it, a yield farm is creating a liquidity pair, and it generates rewards from holding based on buy and sell volume through there, as well as a farming pool where you'll be able to take those farming or those LP tokens that are created. So an APX BNB pair, that's a liquidity pool, right? Token. You're gonna be able to take those tokens and go and stake those as well. One important part about this whole staking thing that I did not mention yet. So when you're staking your Apollo coin and you're earning Baby Apollo coin and going through that whole reward system there, you're also still going to be earning your normal BUSD rewards on that. So you stake, say, you have 100 billion tokens, you're staking all of those, you're still going to be rewarded your 10% at this time because it's going to be Baby Apollo coin is going to be launched. And same thing with Baby Apollo coin. You'll still be earning Apollo coin reflections on top of that as well. We are going to be offering a promotional APR for launch week, which we're not disclosing just yet. We'll disclose it on Saturday at the Twitter Spaces AMA as well, along with the pricing for the Stellar Series NFTs. So we're going to have a launch week promotion where instead of 75%, 50%, there's going to have about a 7 to 10 day period where you're going to be able to earn a higher APR, which is going to be, I'll just say, it's going to be substantially higher than what the normal pools are going to offer. So be ready for that. It's going to be exciting. These first two staking pools are going to be offered within 24 hours of Baby Apollo coin launch. Now, with that being said, go back to our slideshow here. This is another little bit of stuff that I wanted to release, probably a little too early. Astroconomy was pretty exciting to me. It was something that Jeff and I had been working on for a while, brainstorming and figuring out how we're going to brand this, and we came up with that. And it's a truly unique term. Astroconomy is, I've not seen it anywhere else out there. And so it's been dubbed by us, a little trademark by us. So we're very excited to continue promoting the Astroconomy, and I'll share all these graphics with you guys so that you guys can go and help us out and go and shill for us and go promote it as well. So one little thing here, this is just a quick little recap. I'm not going to go through all this because I already did. The last little bit, though, is the intent is to have this initially launched on the ApolloCoin.app. So the rewards dashboard. The rewards dashboard it looks like the DEX. It looks familiar for what we're going to do with the DEX, and that's what will be launched initially, and then we'll transition it to the DEX, which, let me go back here. And Jeff did a really nice job putting this rewards dashboard together. You want to tell them a little bit about it here, Jeff?
Sure, yeah. This is version 2 of the dashboard, and so visually it is now in alignment with where the DEX is going in terms of its design presentation. And we've added more information into the dashboard than was previously there. But this is also the spot where the staking pools will be set up. And the goal is to make them as dead simple to use as possible. I know that myself getting into staking from the outside, it can seem complicated. And so the goal here is to make the dashboard, the ApolloCoin.app website, super easy for anybody to come stake their Apollo coin or their baby Apollo coin. And so that starts with the dashboard, and expect some more updates to the dashboard even before the launch of the staking pools. It is kind of an early staging ground for our DEX. And so as we roll more and more features from the DEX out, you will see them in the dashboard first.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't seen it, go to ApolloCoin.app, ApolloCoin.app. That little bar at the top with all the pricing does scroll from left to right, so it's pretty cool. And I just grabbed a random wallet and put it in here so you guys can see. It does show your unpaid earnings and total reward. So whoever this is, congrats on a nice a bag there that you have. But you can see it shows market cap and the total paid out and the current Apollo coin price. So pretty exciting stuff there as well. And that's where you're going to be interfacing initially with the staking pools. So as most of you guys know, or hopefully all of you guys know, we are having the Baby Apollo coin presale. Just wanted to put a little touch base on it real fast. It's going to start on April 9th. There is a whitelist competition going on right now, 175 spots available in the main competition. If you've been paying attention a little bit, you've seen that there's been some random giveaways for it as well. And we're going to continue to do some random, like maybe some games and some other contests to go along with it. But it's going to be 300 trillion tokens offered in the presale, 750 billion tokens per BNB as the initial presale rate. And keep in mind that those tokens that you buy in the presale are not taxed by the tokenomics. So that 15% is not part of that. So that's an even better buying time there too. Yep. So get on the whitelist there. There's a 3 BNB maximum buy so that nobody can have one person can't have too much control over the price, and then a 0.1 BNB minimum buy with a 200 soft cap and a 400 BNB hard cap. Whitelist will go on for the first 30 minutes of the presale, and it will open up to the public after those 30 minutes have gone by if the presale has not reached the hard cap by that point. And once it launches on PancakeSwap, it will list at a rate of 600 billion tokens per BNB there. So that's about a 20% difference from the presale rate to the listing rate. So there's a nice opportunity there, as well as not having to pay the tokenomics when you initially get into the presale. The marketing, of course, just a real quick touch on here. The main competition has started. It started on March 11th for the whitelist. That is marketing in itself. But we're going to be hitting hard now with the marketing between Twitter, Telegram, Reddit promotions, banner ads, press releases, normal organic paid and shilling, and a few other items as well that we're going to be pushing forward. The first couple of weeks of doing this, we wanted it to be a little bit more organic, but now is a time that we can start pushing it and trying to capture as many people as possible and keep them interested in it. Rather than, we all have short attention spans, so which we need to start wrapping this AM up because we all have short attention spans here too. But yeah, so that was our plan here. So we're going to be starting hitting all this marketing hard now with everything. So stay tuned for a lot of that. We'll be releasing what we're putting out there. And press release wise, we have an article prepared and we're just going to get it published here very soon. But right now we want to open it up to a Q&A to you guys. I know that was a lot of information to digest probably. So if anybody is not muted, let me know. It looks like everybody should be good to go. Try not to speak all up all at once, but if anybody has any questions, we'll go ahead and start taking them.
I just had a quick question on the Baby Apollo. Will those have the same anti-whale measures as put in place, just like Apollo does?
That is correct. Yep, it's what 0.2% is what it is.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Same anti-whale. Same. It's actually a fork of the Apollo coin contract.
The main difference is that I added in staking pool tokenomics inside of the contract. But other than that, it's identical.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I don't know too much about the farming and yielding, so I'm looking forward to learning more about that from you guys.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a big part of the DEX mainly, but initially we're going to have some opportunities for some people to do some yield farming with it.
So on last question here, and that'll be it for me for now. When we go to launch Baby Apollo, will there be a increased sale tax for the first X amount of blocks?
Yeah, so there's a launch feature built into the contract, right? And you can only use it once, right, Jack?
Yeah, you can only use it once. So it's not like it can be abused. It's just there at the beginning of the token launch in order to combat all the bots.
Yeah, we did it with the Apollo coin pre-sale or the launch. And as you guys have seen there, it was a nice, smooth launch there. And it's the same thing with this. It's increased for 24 hours, and it's all the increase goes to is to buyback and burn. So in the event that there was an initial pre-sale dump, we're going to be able to counteract it with a nice, healthy buyback and burn from that. So I can't remember exactly what that fee goes to. I think it's about from the 15% to like 23%. So it's a decent increase, but it all goes to buyback and burn. It's to prevent anti-bot and anti-dump at the beginning, as well as we have the staking pools that are going to offer really attractive APRs within 24 hours. So after that period is done, we're going to incentivize to hold as well with the staking pools.
I'm definitely looking forward to staking all my BAPX and APX. But that's it for me. Anybody else got a question?
You were pretty muffled there, but I think he said that was all the questions he had. And does anybody else have any questions?
The AMA on Saturday, guys, you're going to be doing that on Twitter, did you say? And if so, what time is it?
Yeah, Twitter Spaces, and right now the plan is 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. your time. So the same exact time as we did today's AMA, just on Saturday. Now, we're open to changing the time around if it would help accommodate some more people, because I know that we have a lot of different time zones here. For some people, it's kind of late right now. So we're open to that. Cool. But plan is the same time as today.
Yeah, April 26th.
No.
No?
March 26th.
March. Yeah.
Just run through some dates again, guys. So it was the 2nd of April for the Founders Collection, the 30th of April for the Stellar Series, and the 9th of April for Baby Apollo, right?
Correct.
It's going to be a busy month, April, guys. Bring it on.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. And it's we got a lot of stuff coming up. It's pretty exciting. And, I'm excited to see the NFTs come out in the Founders Collection. And the other option for the Universe Collection, if you miss out on the Founders, you'll have a better chance in the Universe Collection. And those are going to have that VR feature built into them, too.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we're real busy, in April, but June, oh, my God, June, we're even busier.
Wait, what?
Is there any chance to introduce the rebate program into Baby Apollo at all?
There is an opportunity there. Yeah, and we've been actually talking about that as well. And we have another little bit of news to drop here relatively soon. I don't know if it'll be ready for Saturday, but it'll be ready before the launch of Baby Apollo coin for sure. So within the next week or so, but I'll have a little bit of news on that. But for the rebate program for Baby Apollo coin, something we'll still tease around. We'll see. Initially, we'll probably just kind of leave it open because we have the incentives. We have so many incentives for it first of all, it's a new token launch, and second, we're going to have the staking pools. And it's going to reward Apollo coins. So there's probably an opportunity there for sure, but we'll keep discussing it.
I had another question too. Can you hear me better this time?
Yes.
Am I still? Oh, good.
Yep.
On the upcoming, what is it here? On the upcoming merchandise store, I'd assume that's going to accommodate Baby Apollo as well.
On the upcoming what?
Merch store.
Oh, merch store?
Merch. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Which we need to get that dialed in still. We'll get it released here soon, but maybe we'll just add it all with the Baby Apollo coin and release it all at the same time.
And I mean, if I could touch on the merch store a little bit, it's behind the scenes. We have a merch store basically already completed with a bunch of merch on it. But it's a matter of like, do we like the supplier? Do we like the quality of the materials? And it's kind of a big thing when you are supplying like physical goods, that we want to make sure that the quality is something where people feel like they made a good purchase, and that, you know, all the shirts and accessories are things that you would want to wear that are high quality and affordable. So,
and availability of them.
Yes.
That's the other thing. A couple of the items that we had put up there are no longer available in inventory. So we want to make sure that we have a good, stable supply.
Awesome. I love it. And for going back to the NFT, is the founder collection there, those 40, are any of those going to be the holographic that you had mentioned?
Basically, you can consider them all to be holographic. They're the rarest of the rare, and they will have additional game and VR integration coming soon that I'm going to talk about.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Hoping to get my hands on at least one or two or a couple.
So that kind of suggests, Jeff, that the utility behind the NFT will evolve over time. Is that, am I getting that right?
Absolutely. The whole goal in this, because like it's all about volume, right? And it's about utility. Those are the two keywords that we just constantly revolve around here. So we're always thinking about like, how can we provide new utility and how can we generate new volume? And so everything that we've got planned for these NFTs is just like with Apollo Coin, everything we've got coming this summer for, and you know, starting with Baby Apollo Coin this spring, it's all geared around that. It's geared around volume and utility. And we know that you guys love games. We love games, and we're pushing really hard. And it's just with games, it takes so long to develop. So we've been talking about games since day one. We're 3 months in, basically, and we're about to start delivering. And we're really excited about it. The NFTs are a very core part of that. And yeah, we've got a lot more to announce with the NFTs, hence why we have more AMAs. And the AMAs for the NFTs will continue for quite a while as well, because there's new stuff coming. Great question.
Excellent. Cheers, Jeff.
So I got a question from somebody in the group. Can I read it off real quick to you guys?
Go ahead. Yep.
So it's from T3J. He's asking if presale hits max cap, is everything prepared to launch early, including the staking pools within 24 hours?
Yes.
That is correct. Yep. So the plan there too, as I think I touched on it, is when the presale fills, our plan is to launch within 2 to 4 hours after the hard cap fills. Now, we will let you guys know the exact time that we're prepared to launch. I just say 2 to 4 hours right now so that we can kind of gauge where we're at that time. Things are a little bit fluid, kind of right around presale time, but once we know for sure, we're going to give you an exact time. We're not going to kind of keep it a secret that we're going to launch in this time frame. So, but then the staking pools will be ready about 24 hours after that. You know, it might be like slightly earlier or just after. We'll try to release it on a strategic time within that 24-hour time frame.
Cool. And he does have a second part of it. He's asking about the info for Solana, and asking when that will be available.
Yeah, I'm working on that today. I hope to have it complete by the end of the day and posted, and we will definitely push it out to the mod group and some pat responses, you know, stuff so that that is communicated clearly. So yeah, the goal is by the end of the day to have that out. It might be tomorrow, though. Realistically, I do have a lot on my plate today. But goal is today, worst case tomorrow.
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So, volume question for when a Baby Apollo launches, for every 1 million in volume, there's going to be a 100K volume purchase on Apollo, right? Do I have that right?
Oh yeah, baby. You know it.
Yeah, it'll happen in like real time though, so it won't be as if those rewards are getting saved up. They'll just trigger like your normal BUSD rewards when they trigger. It's the same kind of functionality there. But yeah, for every $1 million of volume that Baby Apollo coin does, there will be $100,000 of pure buying volume that goes to Apollo coin. Now that's all green candles. Like there's not any sell volume. Now, there might be some people doing some things in between there, but it is purely buying volume that goes into Apollo coin. And that's the whole point, like we were saying, is from inception was to benefit Apollo coin there. So whether that $1 million of volume in Baby Apollo coin was $500,000 of buys, $500,000 of sells, it is $100,000 of buys to Apollo coin.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Anybody else have any questions, or were there any others in the chat? Give us like
about the pre-sale. Now, when you launch it, you're buying on PancakeSwap. When you buy the pre-sale, where you buy that at? Same place?
pink sale for the pre-sale. So if you're whitelisted, you'll have that 30-minute time frame. You'll get that through pink sale. If you go into the main group and do / pre-sale, it'll pull up the pink sale list there. But we'll make sure that is very easy to get to for everybody without it having to just do the / pre-sale as well.
Okay. I just wonder. I've never been in a pre-sale, so.
Fair enough. Yeah. It's all through pink sale. It's similar, it's not real similar to PancakeSwap. You just connect your wallet. You'll have to go to the page of the pre-sale, and you'll connect your wallet there, and it'll have all your stuff right there. And you just say how much you want to buy. You can do a max buy or 0.1 BNB, 2 BNB, whatever it is. And then once you won't get your tokens until we finalize the pre-sale, because that'll create the initial liquidity pool. So people can't just have tokens until after we've created that liquidity pool. Otherwise, anybody could set the starting price there. So I want to make sure everybody knows you don't get your tokens until launch or that's finalized, but they'll be available to claim. You'll go back into pink sale and you'll claim them right then.
Okay.
And you want to do that as quickly as possible. And that's also why we're
question
about that. Go ahead.
We had another question roll through from Tej here in chat. His question is, any plans to try to buy back the 2% from pig sales so they don't try to dump on the project? Yeah, that's a conversation that I've been trying to have with Saul. He's been a little bit more unresponsive this time. We bought back, last time they would only let us buy back half of the tokens, which was unfortunate because we tried to buy all of them back. But we intend to try and at least at minimum do the same thing, buy half of the 2% back this time. If we can buy all of them, though, we will. Awesome. I hope that answers your question there, Tej.
That's a great question.
Yeah, it is.
So I got a question, and due to time zone confusion, I'm 30 minutes in late instead of 30 minutes early. So I apologize if it's been asked. But regarding staking, is the allocation going to be a fixed amount with direct relation to whatever the displayed APR is? Or do you have a set amount of tokens per block that you're going to allocate to each pool?
Yeah, that's kind of the initial plan, just to make sure that everything gets protected pretty well. We don't want to have any issues with the staking and then to have all the tokens locked up into one single contract. So the plan is to have different blocks, a set time period, but we can always extend those blocks to have it to where, it'll last a year or whatever. But we want to make sure that we can also offer different options for it. So we will have those initial staking pools for a set period of time, which we'll have nailed down here within the next couple of weeks. That is the initial plan, though, to have them in blocks like you're saying. But it is a fixed rate, essentially, for if it was a full year. But, yeah, if people don't know, for those who don't understand how like an APR exactly works, that APR doesn't mean you'll earn like for 30 or 15-day lock of having that 20% on the Apollo coin staking pool. You don't earn 20% in that 15 days. You earn 20% based on holding for a whole year. It's the annual percentage rate, right? And so there's a yield part of that too that's taken into consideration, that is when you compound them, and you can have a period of compounding, which is going to be daily. I think it's daily. I don't. Yeah, we're still nailing that out, but there's a yield factor to that too. So if you don't hold for a full year, you don't get the entire rewards. But that's why we incentivize for a higher staking in there. But that's any staking pool in existence out there.
Yep. Cool. Then I'm looking forward to seeing what the final platform looks like. One thing that I like, I've seen other projects do, is they will advertise the amount of tokens per block, so we know how many are released every so many time periods, and then some also display like how much tokens you should expect to receive per, say, $1,000 of total token value staked. And then just stuff like that. And I guess calculating an LP isn't necessary because this is just single token staking that you're starting out with, right?
That's correct. Yeah, and our intention is to give everybody the features and information that they're used to seeing in other staking pools, which the most common one is probably PancakeSwap. We're going to have a different visual presentation, but you'll be able to see similar things like a calculator, the total tokens in this block, the time frame, the amount accrued, that sort of stuff. So the stuff that you're used to seeing, but we're just going to present it a little bit differently.
Awesome. And I mean, I guess not investment advice, but I would encourage anybody who's new to staking to do it with a project that has existed for a period of time and has done nothing but honest and transparent things. So if you get into the staking, it'll help you understand it better, to where whenever you do it with other investments in the future, your first experience won't be getting burned. So I'm just curious about what kind of visibility it's going to have, but I do know it's going to be safe first and foremost. But looking at the different elements of understanding, token allocation per block is a big deal. Understanding, what ratio of the pool that you own, so you know how many tokens whenever that block allocation was released, like every so many seconds, is a really big deal. So I definitely look forward to seeing this and seeing what kind of visibility you have. I've already seen the teaser screenshots that Mike's put out, for example, of the decks, and it looks like you did a lot better than Bogged Finance or PooCoin in all of the enhanced features, but then you also have the ability to step back to something simplified. So needless to say, I'm really excited to see how the staking goes too, to see what kind of twist you put on it.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we're excited to deliver it, and Jeff's done a really good job with that, the layout of the decks. And if you go to the ApolloCoin.app, it's relatively the same kind of. It looks similar. It just doesn't have some of the features that it has. But as far as the staking pool goes and learning more about it too, it'll be part of our white paper, where it'll have different information on staking, unstaking, how to use it, what it means, what this fee is, what that is, what APR is, what APY is. Trying to give it enough of a guide to everybody so that they can understand it fully and feel comfortable staking in it. And give it just 30 more seconds here for any more additional questions, and then we'll move on to the last couple bits here with the giveaway and the burn.
So my last question here is rolling back to the Founders Collection of the NFTs. Will those be available to stake as well?
We're looking into that at this point, but we have no comment right now. But great question. I love it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That's it for me.
Appreciate that, Mike. All right. Well, I'm going to move on here to the next little bit. We're going to do a little token burn here. Jeff's getting it all set up.
Token burn!
Burn it! And then we'll do the last part, which is the giveaway. Burn!
Burn!
Sure. So we're going to do a 250 billion token burn on this right now. Yesterday, we did do a 1 trillion token burn. We were testing a couple things out, and we did burn 1 trillion tokens yesterday. We just kind of did a little stealth burn.
I saw that.
That's a stealth burn. I like that.
Stealth burn.
I was wondering who burned that trillion tokens.
Yeah, it was us. 50 billion? Yeah, 250 billion.
So I do have a question about burns. Whenever a burn is initiated, is it a tax-free transfer, or does it actually generate rewards on its way to the burn wallet by paying tax?
It's tax-free. The downside of doing that, if we had it included in the tokenomics, is that it could trigger that rewards contract, and it just, with no buying volume there, the best way to have that rewards contract triggered is with buying volume, because it's going to create a sell, right? It's about, right now, it does like 483 billion tokens on the sell. So yeah, we don't want to have that triggered without there being some buying volume there.
Got it. Makes sense. Yeah, stuff can't generate out of thin air, so I understand that. Just curious.
Yeah.
Burn completed.
We burned.
Token burn!
All right. I'm just finalizing here, making sure I got everybody added to the competition for the little giveaway. Let's see. I think I do. Can you guys see my screen again here?
Yep, I can see your screen.
Perfect. All right. So, believe I have everybody on here. I excluded some folks that have already earned some spots. I believe I got everybody there. So, here we go. If it looks good. So, the first spot will go to USA Crypto. Is he still in here?
He's not at the moment, but it's awesome. I'll let him know.
Boom. Move him. All right. And do it again here for the next spot. I don't know if I say it right. Largy.
Right. Thank you.
There you go. Perfect.
Congratulations.
I might have your wallet address already from a previous giveaway, but do me a favor and just DM it to me again, and I'll get it added to the whitelist.
Okay.
Congrats. All right, we got one more here to give away.
Who's it going to be, guys?
Oh, Chasing Keys.
That's
Sweet.
awesome.
There you go.
Guaranteed now.
There you go. I know you've been wanting to get one, and I've seen you in there, and so that's exciting. Congrats. So congrats to USA Crypto, Chasing Keys, and Largy. Perfect. Well, guys, that was a lot of information. It was stuff that we're very excited to share. I'm glad we finally were able to get it out there to you. We'll be sharing some more information, or we'll get all the graphics shared. Feel free to stop in at stellarseries.io to learn more about this, the NFTs. And we'll stop into the Twitter Spaces AMA on Saturday. Right now we have it scheduled for 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. UTC. We are open to suggestions on that, though, as we still have a little bit of time to make that change. So if there's a time that you guys feel might work better, maybe we put out a little poll. But that's the plan for now. And I'll be releasing the graphics of the Astroconomy and everything there so you guys can read through that. And do us a favor and throw it out there on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're at to help promote the project. And if you're don't already have a whitelist spot, go ahead and join into that whitelist, the sweep widget. Just type in /whitelist in the group. It'll pop it up there with the sweep widget address, and you can get on that main competition. And stay tuned for any other ancillary competitions to go along with it, between games and graphic competitions and everything else there. So there's different contests that we'll have thrown out. Jeff, you got anything to finish with real quick?
Hey, just as always, I want to thank our community. We're nothing without you. Everything we do is for and by the community. You guys are wonderful. We appreciate the support, all the questions and comments. We're here for you. If you have any additional questions or comments or concerns, please hop into our Telegram. We've got a group of wonderful mods who are doing a fantastic job, and they're happy to answer any questions you have. And if you need to get a hold of us, that's a great entry point. So thanks again to the community. Thanks to everybody that joined this AMA. We love you. We got more to show. This is just the beginning. Thanks for 3 months of Apollo Coin.
Thank you, guys.